Hello everyone and welcome back to Aviation A to Z. Today we will see a practical and informative video on Mod 7 maintenance practices important topic, that is cable tension and tensiometer. The topic will be explained by my aviation friend and a kind man, a Choxon to Choxoff YouTube video channel creator and a very experienced person. So let us get started.
In an aircraft, metal cables are used for controlling the movement like flight control surfaces, engine control, feedback system or emergency backup system. In modern aircraft like A320, the cable has been replaced by the wires with induction of fly-by-wire system, but the cables are still being used as a backup or emergency system like in rudder control, THS control and landing gear freefall extension system. It is very important that this cable is accurately installed and its tension is maintained within limit, because improper tension, whether loose or tight, will make movement sluggish or stiff. It can damage or break down the cable, pulley or different attachments, leading to total system malfunctioning and critical failures. So manufacturer recommends to periodically inspect the installation and tension check of this cable. Cable tension is measured by cable tensiometer, which work by measuring the amount of force required to make the cable move between two hardened steel anvils set at a specific distance apart. There are two types of cable tensiometer. Direct reading type having dial or digital readout located on instrument which give actual tension measured. Indirect reading type having larger dial which scales that reads between 0 to 100. Conversion table is provided with the unit for converting the dial reading to actual tension in the cable. Today we'll be talking about indirect reading type, that is Pacific Scientific T5 series model. Unit comes with one tensiometer, one gauge card to measure the cable gauge, 3 riser for different gauge sizes and one conversion table. Tensiometer contain one dial 0 to 100, 2 steel anvil, 1 riser attachment pin where specific riser is installed, the pointer lock which locks the pointer at maximum value during measurement, and one trigger handle for raising the riser. First we need to measure the thickness of the cable with the help of gauge card. In our case we already had thickness mentioned on AMM, which was 1/8 of the inches. Next we will refer calibration and conversion chart and we will select the riser as per our cable size. In our case 1/8 of inches we need number 1 riser. So this is our cable tensiometer Pacific Scientific T5 series. And these are the risers. It is numbered 1, 2 and 3 as per the cable size. We'll take number 1 riser as per our cable size and we'll install it in cable tensiometer. So we'll push the trigger in so that the pin comes out, and then with the correct direction and orientation we will push the riser inside the pin. We'll pull the trigger out again so that the riser is depressed inside for installation of the cable inside our tester. This is the cable which we'll be testing, but before we start we need to take some precautions, like rigging pins should be installed so that cable doesn't move during testing. We should install our tester away from any attachment as prescribed by AMM. And do not put any unnecessary force on cable tensiometer or on the cable in test. This may lead to improper reading. We will also check for ambient temperature before we do the test. Tension increases as temperature increases because metal expands. The limit and tolerance will vary as per the temperature. We'll install our tester. The cable should go between the two anvils. We'll hold the tester and push the trigger inside completely. The riser will push the cable between the two anvils and gives us the reading. After our maximum reading, we'll take the pointer lock in lock position so that the pointer doesn't move. We will pull the trigger back and then we can remove the tester and note down the reading. In our case it is 48. We will reset our pointer with pointer lock lever. It is recommended to take 3 to 5 readings at different locations along the cable and then take the average of it. Once again we will refer to calibration table. We will see down the column of our riser and cable gauge, then check our dial reading. With our dial reading, we will check respective tension on the left side of the table in cable tension column. So in our case, we will check number 1 riser with 1/8 gauge size. So our reading was 48 on that line in the first column. In cable tension, we are getting 90 pound of tension on our cable at that particular temperature. We will refer AMM for the limit. Normally graph is provided in AMM and tension limit is plotted with respect to different temperatures. As per mentioned procedure, we need to check if our measured value is within limit, or else we will need to adjust the cable tension.
That was all for today. Make sure you subscribe both the channel Aviation A to Z and Choxon to Choxoff for quality aviation content. To download exclusive CMM of this tensiometer, visit our website a2zblog.in, and this is specially provided by him for all our viewers. So a big thanks to him. So download now. Website link is in description. Finally, thanks for watching. See you soon with another interesting topic. Till then, keep learning, keep watching, stay safe.